What's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about a very special time when our company makes us stand outside in the sun, the rain, the snow, all day just to get the dignity and respect we deserve. That's right, the strike. Corporate likes to throw around a lot of buzzwords like family and teamwork, and they're usually doing it right before they cut our hours. And we know that the real family and teamwork lies in the solidarity of our union. In order to flex that solidarity, we've got to understand the rules of the game that we're forced to play. Not all strikes are created equal. It's like buying the name brand versus the store brand. Yeah, they might look similar, but one is a lot riskier than the other. By the end of this video, you'll be more equipped to make important strike votes for yourself without being influenced by evil bosses or bought off union reps. First up, we've got the unfair labor practice strike, or ULP strike. This is our power play. This is what happens when our company gets caught with its hand in the cookie jar, or in our case, messing with our rights under the National Labor Relations Act. What does it look like? Maybe they forget to attend half of the bargaining meetings, or they refuse to negotiate in good faith. Maybe they start intimidating members by having an assistant manager follow someone around and optimize their workflow. Or maybe they discriminate against union supporters by throwing away flyers or giving all the good shifts to people that are less vocal about their union rights. When they break the law, the power shifts to us. And here's a really important part. Your job is protected. I'm going to say that again. Your boss cannot permanently replace you during a ULP strike. You walk out, you make your point, and then you return to your job. Our protections in a ULP strike are strong. This is our secret weapon. But there is another kind of strike, and this is the one that corporate dares us to take. This is the economic strike, and this one is usually all about money. Economic strikes happen when we can't agree on things like wages, benefits, working conditions, the basic things like being able to shop in the store we work or having access to retirement that we can live on after we've dedicated our entire lives to a company. This strike is risky because workers are demanding fair treatment. They want better staffed stores, not lines that snake down the cereal aisle. And corporation or the company is refusing to move. Fair treatment in your workplace is the right thing to demand and the right thing to fight for, but you have to understand the risks, and it's right there in the fine print. In economic strike, your job is not protected. The boss can permanently replace you. This is where worker solidarity comes in, because if we all stand together, it becomes much more difficult for the company to pull it off. They depend on our solidarity breaking down, and so just a heads up, when it comes to the economic strike, it's a waiting game, and in that situation, our protections are very weak. When they force us to take an economic strike, our strength comes in our ability to hold the line and outlast the company, and this is where support from union leadership and our community is crucial. So now you know your strikes. Unfair labor practice strike means the company broke the law and our jobs are protected. The economic strike means the company is refusing to meet our demands and forcing us to the streets to fight where our jobs are not protected. This is why we have to ask the question, at what cost? When our union leadership talks about a strike, we have to be smart, we have to be critical, and we have to ask them, are we prepared for a ULP strike? Are we documenting schedule changes, management threats, and other dirty tricks? Or are we being forced to take an economic strike? And if so, what's our plan to win? This is why members demand more. We need things like first day strike pay so we can afford to strike. We need open negotiations so we're not in the dark while our futures get decided. We need union democracy, a member-powered union that fights with its head up using the company's own illegal moves against them. Knowledge is how we protect ourselves. It's how we make sure that at the end of the day, it's corporate greed that takes the hit, not our jobs and not our unions. Grocery workers are essential workers, and we're rising for democracy in our unions. Help spread the word. Solidarity, y'all. Peace.